Welcome to YFR NFL Sunday Week 4 recap. Got a lot of great games to get to. Let's get into it. Yeah, right. The first game this week on Thursday night had the New York Football Giants hosting them boys, the Dallas Cowboys. Last week, CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott were not on the same page, and there was trouble in Big D. Last week, Malik Neighbors went absolutely nuts. See what happens this week. Malik Neighbors, Malik Neighbors, Malik Neighbors, Malik Neighbors, Malik Neighbors, Malik Neighbors. But Daniel Jones still plays like Daniel Jones, and Dak and CeeDee Lamb connect, and the Dallas Cowboys get a win on the road, 20-15 versus the New York Football Giants. Yeah, right. We got a lot of great action to get into here. One of the first games of the week at the 1 o'clock slot is going to be your Denver Broncos versus your New York Jets. A lot of questions to be answered here. Bo Nix coming off a win. Can he come back and do it again? Javonte Williams rushing like absolute trash. Can Aaron Rodgers get off his peyote high enough to come out and get a win this week for the New York Jets? Let's get into it. We knew this game was going to be terrible. Two defensive teams with bad offenses. The rain didn't help. Javonte Williams in the first half, absolute no-show. Breece Hall, most of the game, no-show. Garrett Wilson fumbles on one of the opening drives. Bo Nix is 7 for 7 at the half, 7 completions, -7 yards. They go into halftime 6-0. Snooze fest in the third quarter, only to come up with a Broncos win 10-9. On to the next one, yeah, right. Next game, we have the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Green Bay, the frozen tundra. Divisional matchup here. We're looking at Sam Darnold, potential MVP candidate. Aaron Jones goes back to Green Bay to face his old team. Jordan Love gets the start. Malik Willis has a clipboard in hand, and we're going to find out who's taking this one down. The game started about as poorly as possible for the Green Bay Packers because Sam Darnold, touchdown. Sam Darnold, touchdown. Sam Darnold, touchdown. It's 28-0, and the route looks like it's on. Jordan Love comes out, throws a couple picks. He looks rusty, not really getting it done. They head to halftime. They come out after the half, and Green Bay decides to make it a game. Jordan Love puts up 4 touchdowns, 386 yards, but their comeback attempt falls short as the Minnesota Vikings take them down 31-29 in Lambeau Field to stay undefeated. Our next game has the New Orleans Saints traveling to the Dirty South to take on the Dirty Birds in a matchup between New Orleans offense coming off kind of a mediocre game, starting really hot, and then we're kind of looking at what's Kirk Cousins going to do. He's been kind of clutch this year. Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts. We're going to find out what this game's all about. Yeah, all right. Game started out really sloppy with the Saints fumbling. Atlanta recovers in the end zone. Derek Carr throwing a pick six. It's 14-17 at the half. Second half, no better. We have no touchdowns by either starting quarterback, but we have 4 field goals from my old bitch sucks, but my young ho coup, 58-yarder to end the game, sent the Saints packing on to the next. Our next game is a couple of NFC foes with the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Tampa Bay to take on Baker Mayfield and the Yeah Fucking Rights. I'm going to be looking for Jalen Hurts to have a big game. Both the starting receivers are out. Saquon Barkley definitely has to have a big game. And let's see if Baker can bounce back. He started pretty hot. Last week it was a little down. And let's see if we can get Mike Evans involved this week. Yeah, right. This game started out slow for the Eagles, and it got no better. Jalen Hurts, 2 fumble sacks. At one point it was 1 for 7 for 6 yards. Saquon Barkley started turning it on. By that point, the game was already out of hand. Baker Mayfield, he showed up today, over 300 yards passing. Mike Evans had a big day. And somehow the Tampa Bay Buccaneers blocked an extra point and ran it back for the 2 points, which never really happens. But all in all, you can take that brotherly shove and cram it up your yeah right. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers 33, Philadelphia Eagles 16, yeah right. This next contest will be between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Carolina Keep Pounding These Nuts Panthers. 2 teams moving in the same direction, the trash can. I'm looking for Joe Burrow to step up with the experience versus the Red Rocket Andy Dalton. Let's see who wins this shootout. On a day that sees Andy Dalton throw 2 touchdown passes, one to Deontay Drop Everything Johnson, and Chuba Hubbard take over as the number 1 guy. At halftime, it was 14-21, and the Cincinnati Bengals didn't look back. Joe Burrow getting into midseason form. Jamar Chase with a long touchdown pass. T. Higgins with a couple catches. Yeah, right. And your Cincinnati Bengals take down your failing Carolina Panthers 34-24. Yeah, right. Our next game is a AFC South divisional matchup between your Jacksonville Jags and Houston Texans. What I was looking for in this game out of the Jacksonville side of things was Trevor Lawrence looking a little bit better. Last week, he was absolute garbage. Didn't get much help from the run game, but just didn't put it together. And then over on the other side of the ball, Texans, they came off a loss. Let's see how CJ Stroud responds. Nico Collins is a dog, so I know they're going to get into it. So let's see what happened in this one. Trevor Lawrence came out in this game, looked a lot better. A couple field goals later, Houston was muffing punts, but CJ Stroud was finding Nico Collins, taking over the game, over 150 yards. And at the end of the day, with 18 seconds left, the Houston Texans scored, making it 24-20 with the Houston Texans taking it down. Can you say 3-0? Can you say Pittsburgh? Yinzers? Traveling to Lucas Oil Stadium this week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, right. Obviously, the storyline surrounding the Pittsburgh Steelers, their 3-0 start. Also, their quarterback, Justin Fields, playing out of his mind, and the defense stepping up. Also, AR on the other side, not having the greatest season. Where's Michael Pittman at? We're trying to figure out what's going on with this team. Let's get into it. This game starts with AR being knocked out of the game. Joe Flacco, the best backup in the league, comes into the game. And then Indianapolis Colts are up 14-0 in the blink of an eye on the best defense in the league. Yeah, fucking right. Go to halftime. Steelers come back out. Justin Fields scores 2 rushing touchdowns, but it's not enough as a 3-0 Pittsburgh lose to the Indianapolis Colts on the road. And the score of that game is 27-24. Our next contest has the Los Angeles Rams traveling to Chicago to take on I Paint My Fingernails and Call My Mommy Daddy, Caleb Williams. I knew this one was going to be tough on the Rams. Both their starting receivers out, but they do have a man named Kyron Williams. They're going on the road, so let's see what they're about. And Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams threw over 360 yards last week. Let's see what his performance is going to be this week. Let's get into it. There's only 3 things that are consistent in the NFL. 1 being the Browns not winning the Super Bowl. 2, Kansas City Chiefs and the rest cheating all the time. And number 3 is Kyron Williams scoring a touchdown for the Rams. But it's not enough because they end up kicking 3 field goals on a day where DeAndre Swift has a bounce-back game, and he leads the Bears to a 24-18 win. Yeah, right. Our next slate of games start at the 4 p.m. slot, so let's look into them. Washington traveling to Arizona in the desert. Both these quarterbacks are elite, playing at an elite level. Looking for a shootout here. Jalen Daniels playing out his mind, my early season Rookie of the Year and quite possibly a possible MVP candidate. Kyler Murray's got some weapons. He's coming back. Let's see what happens. This game starts out with Kyler Murray connecting with Marvin Harrison on a score, and you think, man, this could be a real game. And then after that, it turns into Jalen Daniels, Brian Robinson Jr., Jalen Daniels, and by the time it's all said and done, your score is 42-14. Washington picks up the win, going to 3-1. Look out, folks. This next 4 o'clock tilt has the New England Patriots traveling to Tent City, San Francisco, to take on the 49ers. Wasn't looking for too much out of this game. I knew New England has Jacoby Brissett, who's absolute booty juice. They're never going to be as good as they were when they were cheating in the deflate gate, so they got some time. And in San Francisco, they got a lot of weapons. They got a lot of hot spoons in Tent City, so let's find out. And just like I suspected, New England's offense isn't very good, and the 49ers have a lot of weapons. They know how to get it done. Their coach knows how to get it done. Jordan Mason is making McCaffrey. He's going to be bagging groceries pretty soon, if he even comes back. With the 49ers in an absolute rout, 30-13. Yeah, right. Our next game has the Cleveland Dookie Browns traveling out to Vegas to make some bad decisions versus the Raiders. The Browns come out swinging and go up 10-0 off the bat. And if that was the end of the game, we'd be good to go. But after that, they let Vegas wide receivers score 2 rushing touchdowns. They made it close at the end, getting a fumble recovery for a touchdown. But with the game on the line, Deshaun Watson had a chance to score. We might have a highlight, folks. Let's go to it. And the Browns go down like a hot, steaming pile of trash to the Raiders. 20-16. This team is now 1-3, and we're praying that the season ends and Deshaun Watson gets the hell out. The last late game comes to you from Los Angeles as the Chargers take on the Kansas City Refs. Another divisional game. Both these teams always used to play close games, so let's see how it goes. The Chargers love playing Justin Herbert when he's down and out, and it showed today. Didn't have his best performance, but they had a chance late until Patrick Mahomes hands off to yeah fucking right, and the refs scored touchdown to take the lead, 17-10. Yeah, right. We're currently filming during the Buffalo-Baltimore game. I thought Baltimore coming out was not going to do very well because the Bills have been playing so hot. Josh Allen's playing out of his mind. But as I turned on to see what the score was, it was 21-3 at the half. We'll keep you updated. I'm still going to go with the Bills here, maybe a massive comeback. But if not, you guys tell me in the comments what happens. Yeah, right. we got 2 Monday night games going on. One between the Miami Dolphins and the Yeah Fucking Rights, and the other between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Yeah Rights. And Miami's the first one. I got Tyreek Hill having 600 yards and Will Levis throwing 3 backward passes for fumbles. I got Miami 31, Tennessee 10. In the next game, we got DK Metcalf for your Seattle Supersonics. Yeah, fucking right. In the next one, we got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to Detroit Rock City. I have DK Metcalf scoring 3 touchdowns, and I have the Detroit coach going for it way too many times on 4th down. So it will be Seattle 31, Detroit 24. Yeah, fucking right. Comment down below who you think is going to win those Monday night games. Do you even think we should have 2 Monday night games? Is this even real life? Go follow and subscribe, like our YouTube channel, like our Instagram, we're on Whatnot. And as always, if you have any cards that you'd like us to consign, send them over to YFR Unlimited and we'll get them out of your basement. Yeah, right! Yeah, I don't really think football's all that rigged, man. Oh, hey guys, welcome back. Well, just remember, Vegas wasn't built on winners, and I'll see you guys next week. Yeah, right!